Welcome to Lifers Leaving a Legacy. Today we're breaking down the Black Panther Party's 10-point program, created in 1966. Let's dive into these 10 points, unpack them one by one, and understand what they really meant. Point number 1, we want freedom. This was about black people having the right to determine their own lives, their own destinies, without interference or oppression. Point number 2, we want full employment for our people. This was about economic empowerment and closing the racial wealth gap. The Panthers demanded better job opportunities and fair treatment in the workplace. Point 3, we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our black and oppressed communities. This demand was rooted in the systemic exploitation that had been ongoing for decades, if not centuries. The Panthers sought to highlight the economic injustices that were deeply embedded in the fabric of American society. The Panthers called out predatory lending, redlining, and discriminatory hiring. These practices systematically disenfranchised black and oppressed communities, making it nearly impossible for them to build wealth and achieve economic stability. They wanted wealth to be shared more equally, and for everyone to have a fair shot at economic success. By advocating for community control of businesses and resources, they aimed to create a more just and equitable economic system for all. Point 4, we want decent housing, fit for the shelter of human beings. This was about safe, clean, and affordable housing. The Panthers demanded an end to discriminatory housing practices and investment in affordable housing options. Point number 5, we want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present-day society. The Panthers wanted an education that told the whole story and empowered black students with knowledge of their own history. Point 6, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. The Panthers questioned how black men could fight for a country that still treated them as second-class citizens. Point 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and the murder of black people. The Panthers demanded accountability and justice for those brutalized or killed by the police. This point was about the right to live without fear. Point 8, we want freedom for all black people in prisons and jails. This demand was a cornerstone of the Panthers' platform, highlighting the systemic injustices faced by black individuals within the criminal justice system. They sought to bring attention to the overcrowded and inhumane conditions in prisons. The Panthers recognized the system was rigged against black people. They understood that racial disparities in sentencing and treatment were rampant, and they fought tirelessly to expose these inequities. They called for an end to mass incarceration and for a justice system that truly lived up to its name. Their activism included organizing protests, rallies, and community programs aimed at reforming the justice system and advocating for the rights of the incarcerated. Point 9, we want all black people to be exempt from jury duty in racial trials. The Panthers saw how all-white juries perpetuated injustice. This demand was a protest against a biased legal system. Point 10, we want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. This was a declaration of what they believed every human being deserved. It was a call for a society where everyone had the opportunity to thrive. The 10-point program was about fighting for black people's rights and dignity. It was a bold declaration that sought to address the injustices faced by the black community. It called out systemic racism and offered a vision of freedom and equality. The program aimed to create a society where everyone could live without fear of oppression. The Black Panther Party organized community programs and uplifted their communities. They provided essential services like free breakfast for children and health clinics. For more news and events, visit us at liferlegacy.org. Stay informed and get involved in the ongoing fight for justice and equality.